Phải cái tập. These are choices I'm gonna, oh my god, I'm gonna jork it to my boss. I'm jorking it to my boss. Look, I'm not a good person, and I know it. Perhaps I've not always been the most helpful, mature, or generous guy, but that doesn't mean I can't change, right? Especially if it's worth it. And let me tell you, my new job is definitely worth it. I cross the main hall as if I own it, humming with confidence and waving to the receptionist. I can feel their eyes following me. With interest, I hope. Who's that new guy? Which apartment? No idea. Pfft, who cares? Oh, shut up. Who asked you anyway? Because yeah, you have in front of you nothing more, nothing less than the new management secretary for Mr. Miller, export manager of a huge multinational. Right to the 14th floor, where all the bosses are. Let's see, Mr. Miller told me yesterday to go straight to his office when I arrive. And that was at the end of this corridor? Yeah, I think so. The door is slightly open and he's probably already waiting for me, but I knock on the door out of courtesy. Come in. That's him. Are my hands sweaty? I rub them against my pants, just in case. Mr. Miller stands up at once from his seat and stretches out his hand for a handshake. I greet him with my most charming smile. Oh, hello there, boss. What are we gonna do I should probably shake his hand first. Good morning, Mr. Miller. You can call me Gabriel. We are already acquainted, right? He flashes me a smile fit for a toothpaste commercial. His hand is so big that my own non-sweaty at all hands get lost inside of his handshake. He has shoulders that match with his hand. And an airy office with an excellent view of this city. I wouldn't mind if this was my office, to be honest. The view both inside and outside the windows is great. I cast a side glance to my new boss. Yes, a great view indeed. Oh yeah, I can't wait to get real up close and personal with my boss. I catch myself before my glance turns into a blatant ogle. George, for God's sake, remember, you must behave. No flirting in the office. Is it George or Jorge? I'm not sure. It's probably George. Nice. Of course. Let's not mess this up. This job is a wonderful opportunity and I won't screw it up. Or is it Jorge? Is it Jorg? Jork. His name is Jork now. I'm calling myself Jorg. Yesterday's interview was so easy, so smooth. I only need to keep on putting my charming persona and everything will be perfect. So, George, there's something I'm dying to ask you since yesterday. He sits against his table and taps his chin with his index. Sure, what is it? You don't seem to remember me. Is that true? You don't remember me at all? My smile drops. Well, have we met before? I must admit, his face feels terribly familiar, but I thought that was just because he's a hottie and perhaps we have crossed each other in the streets or something. I apologize, but I can't recall. Your face looks very familiar, yes, but... I open my hands in a gesture of defeat. A slow, mischievous smile spreads across his features, lighting up his own eyes. Really? Oh my god, it was around 2 years ago, and we met just the once. I find it difficult to believe that you forgot about me so easily. Wait, that crooked smile. It can't be him, right? Right? He fakes a rather endearing pout. I feel so hurt, George. It can't be the guy with a BDSM dungeon, or can he? The VIP lounge at Sasha's? His face lights up like a Christmas tree. He's a guy with a BDSM dungeon? Yes, please! Then paddle me right now, boss! I knew you wouldn't forget. What a relief. Can someone kill me right now? Pretty please? He's right. How could I forget that night? Well, that night, the next day, probably the second night too. It seemed to last forever. We had so much fun. Yesterday when I saw you again, the first thing I thought was, hey, a repeat of that night would be awesome. A repeat of that night right now would be even better. I freeze. Oh no, this is bad. This is the last thing I need right now. I can't afford doing something like fooling around with my new boss. Not now. Ah, damn, Karma. You blind? I'm trying to behave and you repay me like this? Bad that I took in consideration of your resume. So you can be reassured. I won't hit on you. No! Hit on me right now, boss! I've been a naughty, naughty employee. Like, oh my, what's this? I seem to have dropped my handkerchief. Let me just bend over a little. Oh no, my shapely bottom is sticking out for you, boss. Oh, what will you do to me? I gotta stop. A file for sexual harassment is the last thing I need. Right. I say as I begin to grind up against him. I gotta stop. Oh God, I know some of y'all are watching this on the television. For those of y'all who are doing that, why? Like, I know that quite a number of you have been doing that. Like, why? You know what I'm like. Get yourself a pair of headphones. I don't have a sponsor, but like, just get yourself a pair, please. Huh. What should I do? If I show him the finger and leave now, I'll have to look for another job. And let's be honest, what are chances of finding another position as good as this one? And in time. There are only 2 months left until the deadline. If I quit now, I can as well give up on my inheritance. Okay, he just said he won't insist. That should be enough, right? I think I can cope with this situation.
Awesome.
Then I should start to work. That's the attitude. Jacob will show you around. He presses a button on his desk. Please come back in an hour as much. We'll work together on my agenda for this week. I nod, relieved. See, I knew I could cope with this. Easy peasy. Or so I think until I turn to the door and check on the person who's stepping in. I'm dead. I'm a dead man walking, that's what I am. Because there's no way I can cope with this. George, let me introduce you to Jacob Reyes. He'll be helping you acclimatize to the company. George, is there something wrong? His gaze moves back and forth between Jacob and me. Have you two met before? No. Pleased to meet you, George. And he shakes my hand vigorously. I'm too speechless to react. Gabriel all but pushes us out before going back to his seat. We hear him talking on the phone before the door closes at our backs. I swallow and clear my throat with unease. So, Jacob. He turns and starts walking away really fast. I do my best to follow his pace. Stop with the pleasantries. We aren't in front of the boss now. What the heck are you doing here, George? I just started working at a company. It's not like I'm trying to rizz up the boss or something. You're a goddamn plague. I thought I would never have to see your disgusting traitorous face again.
What's the matter with you?
Traitorous? Aren't you making a mountain out of a molehill? He stops at once and turns to look at me with disgust. Do you really think that? Aren't you gonna show me around? He narrows his eyes with a deep sigh. Of course. I'm in task with it, so let's go. He pushes open a glass door and leads me to an office where a bunch of people in suits work in front of their computers. They all lift their eyes from the screens for a moment and stare at me. This is the export team. Guys, this is George Arias, the new management secretary for Mr. Miller. They all nod or offer me a little wave and go back to their work. Jacob is already walking out the door. I jog to his side. Hey, wait for me! He pretends he can't hear me and steps into another office, smaller than the previous one. Resources team. Ladies, this is George. He works right under Mr. Miller, so you'll see a lot of him. Unfortunately.
Shut up.
Hey! The all-girl staff in the office giggle and greet me in a warmer way than the export team. They are the ones you need to see whenever Mr. Miller needs something that requires budget or physical resources. Oh, pleased to meet you. I didn't think I'd get to work with such a lovely team. The giggles intensify. I add one of my charming smiles to seal the deal. Meanwhile, oblivious to my charms, Jacob rolls his eyes. Come on, Romeo. Don't break any more hearts. And back to the corridor. I wave my hand again at the amused women before following him. Why are you still so mad about that? Honestly, it's not as if we had anything serious. He answers with a non-committal grunt, which might as well mean, you're right, as, get lost, you bastard. We just had friends in common, usually met at the same gay club, got along well. Do you remember how much fun we used to have? Remember Troy? The guy was hilarious. And Liam, Brian, group was crazy. Despite himself, a small smile appears on his face, but he quickly represses it. Let's take this elevator. I'll show you the rest of the facilities you need to know. We go out to another corridor, a wide and elegant one. I give an appreciative hum. At the end of this corridor, here on the 16th floor, you'll find the cafeteria.
Nice.
Whoa, we're so high. A quick peek out the windows makes me feel slightly uneasy. I recommend you come either really early or a bit late, because if you come at the regular lunchtime, all the tables will be taken. Duly noted. So, Jacob, are you still in touch with our old party buddies? Did I bang our entire, party buddy group? Is that what I did? I see him from time to time, though not very often. He shoots me a condescending glare. I currently don't go out to clubs that much. I'm too busy with work and, being a responsible adult. Which I'm not, he's implying. He's not wrong, but I can't help feeling outraged. I'm gonna be cool about it. Come on, I'm gonna be so cool about this. Shut your trap! I'm kidding. Same here. Or did you think I'm the same immature guy from back then? I checked my phone. Are you done? Come back to my office ASAP. Honey, get back to Gabriel's office. Right. Is there any other place I need to know? Well, on the ground floor, there's the gym. I won't be visiting that. I'm afraid I'm too lazy to do any kind of sport, and not even the sight of multiple hot, hunky guys can drag me to a gym. It sure would do for me. God, I should go to the gym more often, but not really familiar with ones in my area. I should look for one. Jacob obviously remembers me well because he suddenly grins. I regret to inform you that visiting the company's gym at least twice a week is mandatory. What? You've seen Mr. Miller, right? Yeah, the first time I saw him, I thought he was a gym trainer or a firefighter. He's really buff. Exactly. He'll want to see you at a gym on a regular basis. Exercise is very important for him. And let me guess, he's still on probation, right?
Give me a break.
Oh, right. I practically spit the word at him. The hell? This wasn't included in my contract? Jacob grins all the way back to Gabriel's office. The sick bastard. But right when we're about to open the door, a person comes out in a hurry without looking their way. A great chaos of documents and files flying everywhere ensues. Sorry, let me help you with that. I crouch down and gather as many papers as I can. Can I date this? Can I date the ominous shadow person? Is that something I can do? Oh, man, it's just the office twig. No way. What are the chances? This can't be happening. The guy in front of me gasped and grabs all the documents from my hands, as if I had tried to steal them from him, and actually runs away down the corridor. Well, that was strange. Even for you? You don't say. Do you know the guy? I make a non-committal sound in my throat. Another conquest of yours. Why is it I'm not surprised? Well, I am surprised for the two of us then. Kevin. The hell is he doing working here? Wasn't he studying an MA on... Right, marketing. Makes sense. We were dating for a month or so last year. Let's see, I didn't win the prize for the best boyfriend of the year. Not even close. Jacob stared at me with a shit-eating grin. I compose myself and offer him an apologetic smile before pushing open Gabriel's door. See you around, Jacob. Yeah, try not to get fired on your first day. He still loves me. I can feel it. Okay, sarcasm apart, he's right. Let's work hard and show everyone how mature and responsible I am. Right before I start banging everyone in the office. Everyone. Like, I really mean everyone. Like, this office is gonna be incredibly sticky by the time I'm done. 4 months ago. Ugh. There you are, George. You're half an hour late, you know that? Give me a break, and please. You know I go as George now, right? No one calls me Jorge anymore. Okay, is it Jorge or George? Is it Jorge or George? I don't know. Is there something wrong with your given name? Jorge is a perfectly good Cuban name. Are you ashamed of your roots? I sigh with annoyance. This conversation is going to be longer than the line at a Lady Gaga concert. No, Dad, I'm not ashamed, and we talked about that plenty of times, so can we skip to the part of what you want to talk to me about? Why is the haste? Do you have another party with those locas tonight? I'm pretty sure I'm, like, butchering my accent at the moment. I don't know how to pull off a Cuban accent, so bear with me here. They're my roommates, and homophobia is so 1990. Come on, Dad, jump on the 21st century trade already. You know I couldn't care less about who you take to bed, son. Also, I'll never understand how you can choose a hairy chest over a pair of boobs, but hey, I'll go with both. And honestly saying, sometimes the hairy chests are just about as soft, but you know what? It's got an extra padding, which is absolutely amazing. Oh, come on! He lifts his hands in a gesture of surrender. I already gave up on that part of your life, Jorge. And as I was saying, I wouldn't mind if at least you brought someone to the Christmas dinner instead of... He makes a vague gesture with his hand. You know, having a new partner every time we meet. You're already 27, Jorge. Isn't it time to settle down? What, Dad? I'm not even 30. Do you want to see me married that much? It's not about getting married. You change apartments and friends like a girl changes clothes. And let's not talk about jobs. I'm pretty sure I'm Italian right now. God damn it. What's wrong with that? I have a job. Doing what now, if I might ask? Well, it's... I work in a warehouse. I thought I was going to say I have like a Fadsley or something. My father manages to gather all his contempt in a single piercing glare. You're a warehouse hand? A warehouse's assistant. It's a decent job. And take a look at my muscles. I've never been so fit in my life. Jorge, stop it. You went to a good college, for God's sake. You had the best grades in economics, and now you are doing a menial job. Is that what you want, really? Okay, I was right. This conversation feels long. Too damn long already. As much as I love my father, I'm going to count up to 10 before giving him the slip. Enough is enough. Well, Dad, it's always a pleasure dropping by. Give my love to Cynthia and all that jazz. Wait. Sit down again, please. He gestures towards the expensive-looking armchair I was sitting until a moment ago. I flopped down on it with a loud, dramatic sigh. I did call you for a reason. You know my company is doing pretty well. Well, yeah, it paid for this house, your 2 sports car, and my university. Not bad for a small manufacturer of solar panels. He nods. I've worked hard for it. I wasn't sure things would go smoothly when I came from Cuba in my 20s, but I'm proud of what I've achieved. Oh no, not another motivational speech, please. Papa, no! But I am certain of one thing. I am not going to see it go bankrupt the moment you take charge of it. My mouth feels suddenly dry. What is he implying? Jorge, I've already arranged it with my attorney. If you can't prove to me that you have become a responsible adult by the time you turn 28. That's in 6 months! I know. Enough time, I think. But by then, if you persist on wasting a life with stupid parties, bad habits, inane jobs, and partners... My company will be inherited by Cynthia's older nephew instead of you.
You won.
What? He's not our family. No offense to Cynthia. I know she's a good wife for you, but I've known Tommy for years, and he's finishing grad school at UCLA. He's serious, hardworking, ambitious. But yes, I know. I'd rather have my own son leading the company that I started with so much effort. But if that means losing it to creditors,
Freeze.
oh, no, I wouldn't lose it. Give me a chance to prove it. I already told you. You have 6 months. Papa, no! Settle down, start living like an adult, and we'll talk by your birthday. Prove to me that you are worthy of becoming the owner of a company. Finish that period with a stable job, regular healthy habits without any kinds of addictions, and a home worthy of that name. Bye-bye to smoking and clubbing. And what about bringing a formal boyfriend to your birthday party? That would be a cherry on top. Is this a hidden camera program? I end up agreeing, of course, as if I had any other choice. Great, so what you're telling me is that I need to A, hold out a job longer than 6 months, B, I need to find a boyfriend who I won't fudge up the relationship with, and C, I don't even know what C is. I don't know what else Papa wants from me. So here I am, after my first day of work, exhausted and hungry, but home at last. My apartment is small and not the most luxurious place I've lived in, but it passed my father's his inspection. I kick out my shoes by the door, grab a beer from the fridge, and flop on the couch with the hamburger I brought on my way home. Home sweet home. That day was exhausting. I got lost twice while running errands for Gabriel. My company phone didn't stop ringing the whole day. And Jacob is teaching me how to run the custom computer programs in the office. But this time, I'm sure I'm gonna make it. I'm confident. Gabriel likes me. As an assistant, not only as a potential lover. And I can do this job, just demanding as it is. Dealing with Jacob is something I can learn to cope with. And then Kevin comes to mind. I didn't have the chance to speak with him, but maybe this is for the best. A chance to clean my karma, make it up to him. Okay, and maybe to Jacob too. He's no fun at all in the office. Remember, he was a damn perfectionist to the point of driving me crazy, but he was also fun to spend time with. Same as Kevin. Boy, I remember those lips. Oh, he kissed so well. Better avoid remembering Gabriel. He's my boss now, after all. So I throw the burger wrapping in the trash, grab another beer, and go to bed. Time to browse my social media and play some games on my phone. What the hell was that dream? What the hell happened to trying not to recall Gabriel because he's my boss? How am I going back to sleep after having a wet dream about that night with him? Checking the state of my pants confirms it. Well, I have problems down there. Let's get it over with quickly. These are choices. Oh my god, I'm gonna jork it to my boss. I'm jorking it to my boss. I should be doing this. Probably. How did I get an affection point by jorking it to my boss? But man, that memory was so vivid. My orgasm is quick and satisfying. What is this game? Hey, yo. It's morning already. I smack my phone and turn on my site. Just 5 minutes more. 20 minutes later. Yeah, I'm late! And on my second day at work, God! I jump out of my bed and run to the bathroom. I shower and shave in record time. I jog to the kitchen while putting my pants on, almost falling down in the attempt. No time to eat anything. I gulp down a black coffee, check my backpack, and make sure I'm not forgetting anything, and off I go. I take the subway in a haze, still half asleep. Man, how am I going to face Gabriel today? Won't be able to look at his face again after that dream. Well, dream, memory, whatever. He was right. I don't know how I could forget him. That vivid dream brings me all kinds of memories. Anyway, today is a new day full of potential. I'll work hard again and Gabriel won't noticing anything off. Totally not. Just ignore the wet patch in my pants, Gabriel. Hey, boss, do you smell something funky in here? Oh, could be me. It could be me. Hey, is that a new, pin you've got on your tie? What is that? I don't work offices. When I step in his office, so at first, I have a hard time avoiding look at his face. I decide to focus on his tie instead. No, I was focusing on his tie. George, finally here. That voice, a single sentence, and it automatically prompts a tingle in my... How do I censor myself on this one? It prompts a tingle in my bells. I greet him with a tense smile. I'm a bit late. Sorry, Never mind. Come here. There's someone I want to introduce to you. True. There's a guy sitting on the sofa where I had my interview 2 days ago. He's giving me his back, focused on sipping his tea. The moment he turns, though... Daddy? Jorge? My boss looks confused for a moment, but soon he catches up and grins from ear to ear. So you two know each other? You can bet your sweet behind on it! We're childhood friends. His voice is cautious. Apart from the shock, I'm truly happy to see him again, but something in his tone and blank face tells me he's not as glad as I am about this encounter. Because, although it's true we're childhood friends, that's cutting the story short. Basically, it was my first serious relationship during our first year in college. The first, and I can confidently say that also the only serious partner I've ever had. A flash of one of our last conversations years ago crossed my mind. Oh, have I said already that I've always been a terrible boyfriend? Hence why he's not happy to see me. Oh, really? That's fantastic news. George, mind coming over to my desk for a moment? Oh, okay, boss. I'll come real quick for you, boss. I'm bent over already. Just get it over with. He pulls me to his desk some feet away and whispers to me. What the hell was that? You are a godsend, George. Look, this guy's company is going to invest an insane amount of money in our company. So, you really appear at the best possible moment. I need you to make sure he adores our company. Take him out for lunch. Show him all our departments. Share old childhood stories. In sum, make sure he has a good time. Have you been to our gym already? About that, this is just my second day, boss. I was planning to do it, tomorrow? This is it. I'm gonna die! Please, someone kill me now. Karma really hates me. I don't know what I've done in the previous life to deserve this, but, well, you've done plenty in this life. Let's be real here. 4 ex-partners? 4? Seriously, the guy with the hidden camera yelling gotcha can come out whenever he likes. Oh. Hey there. So here I am now, trying to make a not at all awkward conversation with my college ex-boyfriend. Ivan Garwal, this is the last place I thought I'd meet you again. I already gave him a tour by our facilities, introduced him to the bosses, and given it's already lunchtime, I'm buying him a selection of our cafeteria's goods. I got a food tip? Thank goodness I remember he's a vegetarian. Okay, I'm just wondering, because so far we've been getting things like affection points, we've been getting, tips on the various, love interests so far. Are these going to be shown, on a separate screen or something? I'm a bit curious about that. Anyway, these are today's options. Chili crab, no. Squash and cabbage sabzi. Puris with potato masala, cheese curds, Thai chicken meatballs. I guess the squash and cabbage sabzi. Extra points for Indian food. Took me by surprise too. So, where have you been hiding all these years? He looks uncomfortable in my presence. I can tell. Ivan is still as easy to read for me as he used to be. I finished college and moved to Germany for a MA on Economic and Management Science.
Awesome.
Whoa, that's quite an achievement. How could you afford that? If I recall, your family won a scholarship for the Humboldt University of Berlin. Oh, is it a good one? It's on the top 100 worldwide. Oh my god, that is impressive. Ivan was always very hardworking and responsible, but his family is just middle class, unlike mine. He must have worked really hard to climb to the job position he holds right now. Congratulations! If there's someone who deserves success, that's you.
Okay.
Again, that awkward look on his face. Alright, let's go back to business. So, what do you think of our company? Tell me more about you.
Oh, really?
About me? There's little to tell. I finished college and then started working. You know, just here and there, nothing really serious. Which applies to all the fields of my life, to be honest. He stares at my face with intensity, and I can read his thoughts as easily as if they were written on his features. He's dying to ask me if I'm in a relationship. Unless he has changed completely, there is no way he would dare to ask me about that aloud. He clears his throat. Yeah? Nothing. I could tell him right away that I'm not seeing anyone, but you know what? It's way funnier this way. Maybe having to meet Ivan on a regular basis will be more entertaining than I thought. After lunch, I go back to my desk in the exports office, only to find a pile of post-it notes from Gabriel and Jacob. Ouch. I guess there's no way I can leave early today either. Well, the sooner I start, the sooner I finish, so let's go. I try to focus on all the instructions Jacob gave me about how to run the company's custom software. After a while, I'm a little lost. Maybe I should ask someone for a little help. Nah, I don't want to damage my public image as the cool new management secretary. I'm supposed to know how these programs work, so I'll manage somehow. Okay, maybe not. In the end, I decide to focus on everything I can do using familiar software. I'll convert the data into the custom programs once I have more experience with them. Maybe I should ask Jacob for clearer written instructions. Where's Jones? Why am I getting more stressed? Who knows? Kissing some boss's asses, probably. Around the Snickers, welcome the comment. Huh. Who's Jones, I wonder? Yeah, like the old lady in the import section. She's always, Kevin this, Kevin that. Huh. Because bringing coffees and tidying up the storage room requires lots of telling, you know? More chuckles. Wait, who are they talking about? Could that be... Hold on, guys. Are you talking about Kevin Jones? Blonde, green eyes, around my size? My colleagues either nod or squint suspiciously at me. Yeah. Don't tell me you already know him. Oh, man, he's getting faster. No, it's nothing like that. I bet he'll approach you asking about what brand of coffee you prefer as soon as he notices there's a new management secretary. Take him on the offer. Having a slave can come in handy whenever you're overworked. Wow, and here I thought they were nice people. I'm glad they seemed to like me at first sight. Or maybe not, they're just grilling me behind my back. I think a quick visit to Kevin would be cool. We haven't spoken in a year, but yesterday he was so shocked to see me here that we didn't have the chance to greet each other. The nice guys in the exports team told me Kevin is usually at the storage room on the 10th floor. Must be here. Probably. There are people coming and going.
Oh shit!
Okay, no need to cuss like that. Ah! I almost bumped into him again. Sorry, I should really pay more attention to my surroundings. What are you doing here? Here? In the company? I'm the new management secretary for the exports head, Mr. Miller. Yesterday was my first day. Oh, but I meant here on this floor in my storage room. Ah, that. We didn't have the chance to talk yesterday, so I thought we could chat, you know, reconnect. He seems a bit pissed at my offer. What a pity. He's even cuter than last year. You must be kidding me. You were two-timing me all the time we were together, and now you come up with this as if we were pretty chummy with each other? Oh man, I didn't remember he knew about that. Just kill me now. That's in the past! Let bygones be bygones! We're meeting under new circumstances, so let's start from scratch, huh? What do you say, huh? Bollocks, I say. What the nerve? This doesn't look good. I did think he'd still be so mad at me. Isn't he being too resentful? It's been a year, come on! Besides, I've seen you around with that guy. Jacob Reyes? Is he the guy you were dating at the same time as me? What? No, he's just a friend. A friend that, I borrow his bed for time to time for reasons, for sleeping. It's sleeping. Well, friend. I doubt Jacob will call himself a friend of mine right now. Sure, I trust you since you're so trustworthy, right? I bet ask about his family. He's cute, but you know what? Not really my type. I love Gabriel so much more. And Yvonne. Gabriel and Yvonne are my types. Just saying. Ask him about his family. By the way, Kevin, how are your siblings doing? Everything alright? Forget me. Do me a favor, pretend I don't exist, please. He all but pushes me out of the narrow storage room. Luckily, the office area outside is currently empty, or I'd have to cope with the prying eyes of the bystanders. So I screwed it up. Royally. Kevin is really mad at me. It was more of a... Man, I was worse than I remembered, it seems. Okay, work is done for the day. I recall Jacob's not-so-subtle indication of visiting the gym regularly, if I want to make a good impression on Gabriel. So here I am, looking forward to working out as much as going to the dentist to have a tooth pulled, but hey, if it means keeping this job, I can make an effort. George, so you like working out too? Of course, boss. Hey, worth it, so worth it. It's awesome. Really pleased to meet you here. Have a good workout. Sure. At least Jacob's hint was right and all the sweating won't be for nothing. One annoying hour later. Time to have a quick shower and get home at last. Locker room is almost empty, but I hear two people chattering very close by. Wait, aren't those voices familiar? I stick my head out at the other side of the closest lockers and bingo. Oh, hey guys. George, what are you doing here? What do you think? Following your instructions about the gym being mandatory. A loud familiar laugh in my back makes me jump in surprise. Mandatory? How could it be mandatory? The gym is just a little perk the company offers to its workers. That's what it is. Obviously, it's not mandatory to come if you don't want to. Well, it wasn't that obvious to me. I furiously glare at Jacob, who answers back with a small grin. The damn bastard. Yeah, thanks for the opportunity, Gabriel. You're welcome. I come back to where my suit and bag are waiting for me and take my sports clothes off while trying not to cuss aloud. I grab my towel and toiletries and walk towards the shower. Let's make this quick. Kevin, what are you doing here? When I turn to the left to the showers, guess who I almost collide against for the third time? Honestly though, this guy should get a necklace with a bell. It's not normal to move so quietly. There are so many guys on my screen! Oh? Are you going to take a shower, George? I'm sorry, I'm in a hurry. Too bad. There's only 2 showers working right now, and the others are out of order. You go ahead, boss. Oh no, Yvonne is our guest, so you should go ahead and shower first. Thank you, but that's unnecessary. It's your company after all. No rush. Then, perhaps that blonde guy wants to shower first. Kevin Jones, and, no, please, you should go first. I can wait. Gabriel turns to look at me with hesitance. I can feel Jacob and Yvonne's eyes on me too, while Kevin looks like he is trying to blend in with the wall tiles. Wait! Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean? I shower with boss. Yeah, this is just what I need to do as a secretary. Yes. I have no ulterior motives. I walk alongside Gabriel inside the showers. Once there, we take our towels off and hang them on the closest hook. Oh, wow. Just look at those biceps and the span of those shoulders. Oh, the things I would do to those titties. This brings back some good memories. Indeed it does, but I'm not going to admit it. Instead, I focus on cleaning my body and avoiding look at him. The towels are a bit boring, though. Okay, just a little peek won't hurt. Oh my god, he's slanging! Damn, that's plain dirty! Think of something else. My sock drawer. Is it correctly sorted by color as I like it? I don't recall. All I can think about is his half erect schlong. No! This isn't working at all! The tingling in my lower parts is getting stronger and increasingly more difficult to ignore. Baseball then! The awesome home run I watched last Sunday. That was glorious. Okay, this seems to be working. Everything is under control again. I sigh in relief and turn again towards Gabriel, focusing on his face and just his face and totally not below. The moment he sees me glancing at him, though, Gabriel ogles me up and down with a naughty little grin on his face. This is so unfair. I cringe and suddenly decide that I've already finished showering. I grab my towel and wink at Gabriel. See you tomorrow, boss. Bye, George. Okay, a quick look for, material, for research material. And time to go home. Finally home. Where are my keys? Right, here. Man, what a long day. The only thing I want right now are a beer and drowsing in front of the TV until bedtime. Let's see what's on the menu today. Not that I care much, and to be honest, I just want some inane program I can watch while having my brain turned off. The soap opera will do nicely. Man, I can already feel my neurons falling asleep. A text? I fished my phone out from my jacket's inner pocket. Gabriel. Hey there. You busy? Not really. What's up? I was checking your workout today. I'm quite happy with it, but could you try to use the company's program from now on? I know you aren't familiar with them yet, but they are a mandatory in the company. Of course, no worries. I just wanted to make sure the data was correct. It was. Thank you. You're doing a great job. I've left the numbers for more reports to right on top of your desk. I'm afraid they are kind of urgent. I'll try to have them ready ASAP. Before lunchtime, for sure. That's my boy. Okay, that's all. I don't want to bother you at home. You must be busy with your partner or having fun by yourself. No partner. More affection points! I don't have a partner right now, and I'm not answering to that second question. Oh, really? That's interesting. Ah, ha, ha. Good night, Gabriel. Sweet dreams, George. I chuckle to myself. This guy is really something. More work for tomorrow, though, and I don't know how we'll solve that problem with the computer programs yet. I relax my mind with the memory of the guys I got to meet at the company. Who would have thought? A job where I have the chance of being surrounded by hot men can't be so bad, right? Is it morning already? Today I woke up in time, so let's get ready. I have a shower and a shave while humming a cheerful tune. This time I'll go to work with a proper breakfast in my body. Last evening I skipped dinner. Tusk. Won't happen again, that's a promise. Today I not only have cereal and coffee for breakfast, but also cook something for lunch. Smells so good. Eggs and sausages. My favorite stuff. Am I not a decent, reliable adult? I'm tempted to send a pic of my carefully packed lunch to my father, but maybe that would be a bit childish. Okay, I think I have everything I need in my bag, and with plenty of time to arrive at the office as punctual as a Swiss clock. The subway is noisy and packed. in the middle of the rush hour, but I don't let that small detail ruin my good mood. Today is a new day, and I'm ready to prove myself. Good morning! A couple of half-asleep muttered greetings answered me, but I keep walking with confidence towards the elevators. Here I am. Managed to arrive 10 minutes early. Yay! I bet not even Gabriel has arrived yet. And he's here already. Maybe he has. Good morning. George. Morning. You're early today. Yesterday was an exception. I'm a responsible worker, you know. Remember those reports I asked you to write last night? Yeah, don't worry. I'll get to it right now. Great. I know I can trust you with this. Alright, I won't let Gabriel down. Start working. No one has arrived yet, but I can already see the pile of papers on top of my desk. I work on the reports the whole morning. A couple of calls are needed in order to check information, but at least most of the tasks doesn't require to use the company program, so I can focus on working and avoid distractions. I send the reports to Gabriel right before lunchtime. At least I'm done with the bulk of today's tasks. After lunch, I'll try to work my way through at least one of the custom programs, but one thing at a time. Now, time for a break. Man, I'm hungry. Where's my well-deserved lunch? Wait, wasn't it inside my bag? Can't find it anywhere. Hey guys, see my lunchbox? It was either in my bag or on my desk. This morning, you mean? Nope. If it was in your bag or your desk, no one should have touched it. Maybe you forgot it at home? But I'm sure I brought it. Well, maybe not. There's no other explanation. Ouch! The last person I want to see right now! He is still there? I thought you would be at the cafeteria. Come on, let's go now. Are you asking me to have lunch with you? Couldn't care less if you eat or not, but Gabriel asked me to take care of you during your first day here, remember? Right, let's go then. We head to the main hall and call the elevator. While we are waiting for it though, at least this time I'm not about to collide into him, which doesn't mean he's happy to see us. What I find surprising is that Kevin's anger doesn't seem to be directed at me, but towards Jacob? This is more than a bit awkward. After the uncomfortable silence of the elevator, we are happy to reach the cafeteria, where we are greeted by the cheerful chatter of our colleagues and the delicious smell of food. The two of us wait in line in front of the counter, but the moment I'm about to order my food, Jacob steps up and buys me a salad. Hey, what are you ordering for me? My pleasure. I didn't want a salad. Take that for you. I'll order another thing. Another one of your greasy, hypercaloric lunches? Trust me, this salad is better for you. Unless you want to die before reaching 30. I'm sure your cholesterol is sky high. But be my guest if you prefer to die young. Of course, don't count on me to mourn you. Okay, you win. Let me reciprocate buying your lunch. Don't buy me anything greasy as retaliation. What do you take me for? Sit down, I'll bring you food in a moment. Damn healthy food freak. Let's see today's options. Turkey and dressing, honey garlic salmon, dynamite sushi roll, baked corn casserole, macaroni and cheese. I gotta pick something that's gonna be healthy. I guess turkey is kind of healthy. It's really high in protein. Let's see. Honey garlic salmon, I suppose this could be good as well, but like high sugar content. I would enjoy that actually. Dynamite sushi roll. So sushi, typically quite healthy. It's rice, it's protein, like it's everything you need. Baked corn casserole though. Probably, I don't know. I've not had that. Okay, so protein or sushi. Protein or sushi. It's gotta be one of these three options. I would go for mac and cheese because that's what I would love, but you know what? I gotta take care of myself, so if I'm taking care of myself, I will go for a turkey dressing. God, that wrong food! Dynamite sushi roll. Plus what? What food is gonna get me the most affection? Apparently here there are two correct answers, which would be like either the sushi roll or the salmon. Apparently these two are like quite good for Jacob, so hey. He hums with satisfaction the moment he sees his plate. I can't help but glance at the plastic wrapped food on the shelves. which is an offer on top of the hot meals at the counter. Those burgers and buns look so tasty. By contrast, I'm stuck with a sad-looking salad. I stare at it, but it's all in vain. It won't magically turn into a juicy beef steak. Stop glaring at your salad. No, it's healthier for you than all those cheap burgers you usually gulp down without even tasting them. Huh? Have you put cameras in my home or what? No need. You haven't changed much, after all. We start munching our food in silence, but there's something that's been on my mind since we reached the elevator. Jacob, by the way, has something happened between you and Kevin Jones? I noticed the two of you don't get along. That guy. In fact, we've barely talked. He's rather new in the company, so we have exchanged the grand total of maybe a few sentences. But yeah, notice the way he was glaring at me earlier. What a nerve. How's the job going so far? Remember, go to the gym often unless you want to get fired. Yeah, I know. In fact, I want to ask you about something else. I'm having trouble with the custom programs. Really? Come on, they aren't that difficult to understand. I can send you an email of all the tips I told you on your first day, if that makes them easier to remember. Thank you, Jacob. You're a lifesaver. You're welcome, and if you want a piece of advice, when it comes to Gabriel, you should bring him sweets and praise his looks on every occasion. He really loves that. I don't know if doing something that can be read as flirting might be appropriate for the workplace, but I'm gonna do it! It's Gabriel we're talking about. It doesn't mean he will take it as serious flirting, but he loves compliments. Alright, duly noted. Also, do I really want or need to be such an ass kisser? I want Gabriel to appreciate my work, and also my work ethic. Once lunch is finished, we go back to work. I lazily stretch my arms above my head. Damn, Jacob didn't let me have my coffee after lunch. Now I'm a bit drowsy. Wait, what's that in the bin? I fished something out that looked suspiciously like my lunchbox from the paper bin in the corner of the office. The hell was it doing in there? I cast an inquisitive glance at my coworkers. They all seem busy with their own work. Honestly, I can't think of anyone else who would want to piss me off other than Jacob or Kevin. I haven't seen Kevin today except for that brief encounter in front of the elevator. Jacob then? This is infuriating. This definitely needs further investigation. I got Jacob's email with more detailed instructions barely a minute after I sit down in front of my computer. How efficient. Should I follow his tips or not? I'm a bit hesitant about anything that has to do with Jacob after my lunchbox incident. But perhaps I'm being unfair, and he's completely innocent about that. I'll follow it. Why should I not? I don't have any other way of sorting this out. Okay, this isn't working. Either I'm an idiot or Jacob's advice are not right, because I can't make heads or tails. I'm stressed! First of all, I don't feel like doing any I feel like I'm not doing any progress at all. It's almost time to leave anyway, and I'm exhausted, so I'll keep working on this tomorrow morning. Maybe I should go to the gym again today. Gabriel was pleased to meet me there yesterday. I'd like to check on Kevin too. Ask him about that this Stacy seems too hot but for Jacob. To the gym! It's decided then. Let's go to the gym. After all, sweating is healthy, right? Right? Here I am. I don't know why, but these exercise machines remind me of medieval torture instruments. They make you stretch, they make you sweat, and afterwards your whole body is in pain. So, what's the difference? I see none. My God, I don't get the whole yo he's got going on. It's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. TBH. George, oh boy, really addicted to work it out. It's me, huh? And there he is, appearing from thin air while I'm still trying to catch my breath after that damn rowing machine. Yeah, I really don't have enough breath to say anymore. Already shattered, are we? No, I'm all right. Ready to keep training. You look good like this, all sweaty and flushed. It compliments you. No, not now, please. Stop that constant flirting. I mean, I won't deny just hearing his low, deep voice so close to me is doing things to my lower parts. And I've been in a dry spell for 2 months now. That's right. Up to my father's ultimatum 4 months ago. I had a hard time trying to adjust my mindset to what he was requiring from me. I went through all these stages of grief, denial, anger, bargaining, depression. After all, who would want to see their life change overnight, especially if one was quite pleased with their daily life and habits? I still can't really see why they were wrong. I was quite happy, living with my roommates, throwing parties, going out smashed each and every night, hooking up with hot guys, no strings attached. That was a life! Okay, let's rewind. I already reached the acceptance stage, and I was doing so well. Let's accept my father is right, and I need to move on from my life and settle down, focus on my career from now on. And it's true that falling in love and having a steady relationship would be really nice. Instead of fooling around my new boss, that is. The problem is, how am I going to meet a potential boyfriend if I don't go to clubs anymore? Scratch it, how am I going to survive without sex until I meet the special someone? I'm not made of stone, you know? And having Gabriel in front of me with his hot pecs and strong arms and just that tight vest that leaves very little to imagination is not healthy at all. Like, everything is pouring out of that top, I'm just saying. Especially with the innuendos. I'm so tempted to respond in kind. Flirt back. I could say the same of you with that tank top. Are you aware? You are aware I can see your nipples, right? Really? He doesn't seem surprised. However, so he obviously knew. Luckily for me, he doesn't seem in the mood for pursuing this further. You most definitely tried a horizontal seated leg press. Huh? It's right there. It works squats, glutes, hamstrings, calves. It's my go-to lower body machine. If you use this with the correct technique, it can help you move toward squats off the machine. We spend the next hour trying Gabriel's favorite torture instruments. I get to know rather intimately the lat pull down, the cable biceps bar, the triceps push down, the chest press, and the hanging leg raise. By the end, I feel like I've been beaten to a pulp, but Gabriel looks like he could go on for hours. Hey, didn't expect to see you here. Really took my advice to heart. Oh, shut your trap! In fact, I came to pass a message from Gabriel. Not to enjoy his suffering, but always makes me happy to kill two birds with one stone. Are you done, or do you have something else to say to piss me off? Easy there. I think I wanted to invite you to a drink. The hell are you saying now? There's a rather nice bar at the corner. Many people from the company and other neighboring offices go there in the evening. But of course, if you prefer to work out Gabriel for another hour or two, be my guest. A chill runs up my spine at the thought. Oh, I'd rather not. I don't want to die so young. Can you wait for me then? I need a quick shower. Of course. Can't be seen in public with someone that stinks. I'll wait for you outside. Ugh, so infuriating. But a drink sounds like a wonderful idea right now, so I keep my mouth shut and swallow the rebuke I was about to shout at his back. Instead, I bid Gabriel a good evening and rush to the locker room for a shower. I follow Jacob across the hall. It's already dark, but there are still two receptionists sitting behind their desks. I absentmindedly greeted them goodbye and step outside. Oh man, the evening is colder than I expected. A chill runs up my spine. I rub my arms in a vain attempt at warming them up, but I'm sure a nice drink will do a better job at it. Where's the bar? Yeah, just right here. He points towards the narrow, dark business entrance. It looks like one of those fancy cocktail bars that are pretty popular downtown. Okay, fine by me. The place is exactly what I imagined. The kind of bar that fits this part of town. With lots of wood and red brick in an attempt to give a cozy feeling, despite the sea of dark suits and ties of the patrons. Jacob elbows his way between the office workers, greeting some of them in his wake, and manages to get his two empty stools at the bar counter. I almost thought we would have to remain standing. Heh, not with me here. You seem to know a few regulars here. Do you come here often? He shrugs his shoulders and calls the attention of the bartender. Now then, what are you drinking? Whiskey? Rum and cola? I know I shouldn't, but okay. One drink wouldn't kill me, right? Rum and cola for me, yeah. The bartender nods and brings us our drinks in record time. Despite myself, I'm starting to be impressed at Jacob's proficiency, at least as a bar patron. So, were my tips useful? I gulped down half my rum and cola in one go. Damn, I was really stressed, huh? This burning feeling going down my throat and warming up my stomach feels great. So great, in fact, I managed to keep my smile in place and answer in a completely civil way. Your tips? Oh, they were totally shit. Excuse me? Your excuse, but your advice about the company program still sucks. I finish my drink and lift my hand to order a second one. The tiny smirk on Jacob's face doesn't go unnoticed, though. Wouldn't he be angry if I accused him falsely? If he's going to boycott me, at least he could pretend to be offended. Come on! At least your tip of pleasing Gabriel by going to the gym was legit. I should thank you for that, I guess. You guess? You are such an ungrateful brat. After all I'm doing for you? As if I could see that disappointment you can barely cover. Did you expect to see me fired in my first week so badly? Well, sorry for letting you down, but that ain't gonna happen. I don't know what you're talking about. The world doesn't revolve around you, you know. No, you obviously think it revolves around you. Huh, what does that even mean? Why did you dispose my lunchbox? Huh, what? Wow, George. I knew you were slightly unbalanced and more than a bit self-centered, but I didn't think you were delusional on top of that. Swear that you don't have anything to do with the disappearance of my lunch. I don't have to swear a damn thing. Oh, look, the always under-control perfectionist freak resorting to bad language. Tisk, tisk. Oh, screw off. I'm off work so I can speak however I wish, especially to you. The two of us down the remains of our drinks and sets our empty glasses on top of the bar counter with a loud thump. Despite the red anger that blinds me, I can't help but notice the conversation around us having quieted down. There's a number of ears following our conversation. I don't even know why I'm wasting my time with you. Good evening. Yeah, have a good evening yourself. Or not. I don't care. Jacob and I walk together out of the bar, apart ways at the door, without a single glance to each other. This didn't go well. I'm so crossed! This guy brings out the worst in me. Home sweet home. Where are my keys? I'm not that tipsy, right? It's been a while since I've tasted anything stronger than beer, after all. I don't think I've turned into a lightweight just like that. Damn door, why doesn't it open? Oh, I was trying to open the lock with the key of my father's front door. I rushed inside before the neighbors come out to the hall and check what all the cursing and fumbling was about. My sofa. Damn, it's comfortable. Guess who's going to skip dinner this evening? Right. It's me. I'm the one. I'm that guy. What? What am I doing on the sofa? I fall asleep here last night? It's been a while since that last happened. Guess I was really exhausted.
Low coastal clouds will be rolling in later tomorrow afternoon.
I groggily turned the TV on and set it at the news and the weather broadcast. Let's have a shower and a most needed coffee. At least I woke up in time. Man, I must have slept for 10 hours straight. My mood has improved a lot after a good, long, warm shower, a shave, and most importantly, coffee. Time to have a bite and prepare something tasty for lunch. I hum while my chicken wings fry and add a canned clam chowder to my package. And ready to go. Today is going to be a great day. I have a hunch. A short walk to the subway. A 5-minute ride. It's already turned into a morning ritual. Good morning. Kursov's soft-muttered morning greets me back. I think the best way of starting my workday would be dropping by Gabriel's office so he can check that I arrived in time and maybe give me more instructions. Morning, boss. George. Morning. Excellent. Was just going to text you. Oh, what about? We're going on a business trip next week and I need you to organize my agenda and book everything. Sure. I'm also going then? Where is it? It's a business convention in X. They're holding it at a hotel, so you should try and book our rooms in the same venue. All right. When is it? Tuesday and Wednesday. Oh, man, that soon? Today's Friday, so that was a short notice. Perfect. Do we need to rent a car, or would you rather use yours? Rent one, please, with a driver. That way we could use the ride to organize our notes for the presentation. Roger. Looking forward to spending some alone time with me, huh? This guy. but perhaps I could use this chance to follow Jacob's tips and flatter Gabriel. Also, I'm honestly not sure how reliable Jacob's advice might be. If it's as good as his tip about computer work. Can I? Let's try. I will try. I will try. I will try. I was looking forward to hanging out with someone as handsome as you. He looks baffled. Didn't expect me to answer to his flirting. I feel a bit confused, to be honest. I'll start working on it right now. I'm pretty sure I picked wrong. I'm gonna answer him differently. Yep, answer him a different way. To be honest, being on a business trip sounds exciting. I expect to learn a lot, so I'm happy I'm going with you. His smile widens at hearing my words. That's the attitude, George. I'm convinced it will be a really useful trip for the two of us. I'll start working on it right now. Perfect. Oh, by the way, I have an appointment with Mr. Garwal from the investment company. Could you check if he has already arrived? Of course. I walk to the exit and swing open the door, only to find Ivan standing right there. Oh, sorry. That's my cue. I almost bumped into you. I should be more careful. Ivan, come on in, please. Would you like a coffee? Ivan is staring at me as if he wanted to say something else, but in the end he turns towards Gabriel and simply adds, tea, if you would be so kind. Of course. George, would you mind? Of course, yeah. I'll bring it right away. Something for you? Black coffee would be great. And the two of them shake hands and start chattering about work. Let's go and make myself useful then. I spend the morning in the exports office, booking everything we'll need during the trip, which includes lots more stuff than one would think at first. On top of that, trying to coordinate all the meetings Gabriel must hold in the convention and changing a few previous appointments that he will no longer be able to attend. Let me tell you, today I'm truly earning my paycheck. Lunchtime is approaching. I have my packed lunch, but I'd rather stretch my legs and go eat it somewhere else. I put my computer on sleep mode and consider my options. Okay. Two choices. It's either Jacob or Ivan. I know that there's a poly route. I forgot who it's for. I might want to check that real quick. Right, so I checked. So there is a poly route between like Gabriel and Jacob. So I'm definitely gonna ask Jacob to have lunch. Last night things went rather astray with Jacob. Perhaps I should have lunch with him and try to smooth things out. At least today my lunch box hasn't magically disappeared. I'm not sure yet if it was Jacob's doing yesterday. Maybe I was mistaken. It was a prank by one of the guys of the exports team. Here he is, bossing around the girls in the resources team, like the jerk he is. Okay, that's not the right mindset. Let's be nice and polite. Come on, Jorge, you can do this. Hey, Jacob, wanna go to the cafeteria and grab a bite? Are you asking me? Is there someone else in this room I'd have lunch with? Oh boy, he's enjoying this. Sure, are you coming or not? Since you're asking so nicely, I guess I can't refuse. I'll come around later. Sarah, I hope those mistakes are sorted out by then. Wow, what's with that menacing tone? The poor girl he addressed that way seems about to start crying. But when I'm about to open my mouth to intervene, the girl suddenly puts herself together and answers in a voice full of confidence. They will be, Mr. Reyes. Rest assured, I won't let you down. I didn't have any doubts about it. Bye then. They really treat him like a big fish. I'm slightly impressed. And jealous, to be honest. He presses the elevator button and turns to glance at my packaged lunch. Wonder what you brought today. Something tasty. Way better than any of your boring salads. Seriously, though. I don't know how you can poison yourself every single day and do it so happily. Says the one who drinks whiskey on a daily basis. I don't drink alcohol every day. Besides, whiskey has many healthy properties. I will never learn what those mysterious properties might be because all of a sudden Kevin is right by our side, glaring at Jacob, whose sentence derails as he looks back at Kevin, stunned. The hell do you want? Kevin proceeds to completely ignore Jacob and grab my jacket sleeve. That's just moron and have lunch with me, George. Wait, what? I said, Have lunch with me instead. You were the one being the goddamn brat! No, I do not deal with brats! By our side, Jacob starts laughing out loud, as if he found these situations so ridiculous that laughter was the only possible reaction. Okay, this is extremely awkward. Well, that's a gross understatement. I could go along with Kevin's impulse and have lunch with him. Ask him what all this is about, you know? But I was going to have lunch with Jacob, so I might as well go ahead with that and talk with Kevin in another moment. Maybe when he's back to his senses. Jacob! Screw you, Kevin! Sorry, Kevin. Maybe another day. I have a previous agreement with Jacob. Ugh, Kevin looks so distressed. He nods, opens his mouth to say something, but in the end, he all but runs away down the corridor. Go cry about it! Again. As if reading my mind, Jacob comments, "What's with this kid and his habit of running corridor away every time he meets you?" I hum. The elevator's already here, so we get in and press the 16th floor button. That's quite the line. We should have arrived earlier. You're alright. Sit down. Let me buy your lunch. What's that? Because I feel bad for snapping at you like that yesterday at the bar, so take it as an apology. Okay, fine with me. Gotta pick something healthy, I guess. He finds an empty table and waits for me there. I wait in line for almost 5 minutes while studying today's menu. Let's see. He will want something healthy. Cauliflower fried rice is really healthy. But, okay, maybe not the double beef dip. Japanese curry rice is really good. Swiss steak, I don't really know what that is. I love chicken enchilada, but I will order him cauliflower fried rice. What do you mean, not bad? Okay, what's the right answer then? Apparently, the perfect choice for Jacob is Japanese curry, so yeah, yoink. This looks good and healthy enough for Jacob's taste. Sure enough, he ogles his plate with a wide grin the moment he sees it. He must really enjoy Asian food. He takes a quick look at the contents of my lunchbox before shaking his head with a tusk and digging in. So, how will things go with Gabriel? Everything's fine? Yeah, next week we are attending a convention. So this morning I've been busy booking everything we'll need. I hope you did a good job of it. Of course I did! Who do you take me for? I'm a reliable worker! We'll see. His words make me feel slightly uneasy. Damn, and here I was trying to be polite and nice for him. Yesterday I followed your instruction for the custom company programs and they were trash. Perhaps you misunderstood them. That was my fault. And how was the gym? I hope you're enjoying the benefits of our beloved company. Why don't we go together this evening? Bonding over sweat? Not sure if that's a good idea. Why not? Moving that lazy butt of yours would be good for your health. You can't go from sofa to your office chair and back to your sofa. I don't see why not. Well, let's decide about that later. Okay. Once we finish lunch, we take the elevator again and go back to our floor. Whatever he says, I can't wait until the weekend arrives and I can lose out of the gym and my annoying co-workers, including Jacob. Especially Jacob. Okay, let's go back to work. Here I am, trying to deal with this damn company program again. It's not getting easier than before. Not even with Jacob's tips. In fact, I'm starting to realize what was previously only a hunch might be the truth. Jacob has given me the wrong instructions on purpose, only to sabotage me. Not that I was feeling particularly guilty for telling him off about that, but I didn't expect to be 100% right either. What a bastard. He really wants to get me fired on my probation time. 3 hours of sorting out through most of the stuff about one of the programs, and there's like 10 of them. I'm already fuming and extremely stressed. I really need to smoke. Really need to smoke. Really need to smoke. Hang on. Wrong mantra. What was that inane stuff they told us in the workshop for quitting tobacco again? I'm so mentally exhausted that I can't remember. 5 minutes more. Oh, I mean, that's my phone, right? Yeah? Mr. Arias? Flagstaff International here. I'm contacting you about the reservation you have for next Tuesday and Wednesday in our X hotel. Oh, yeah. Did you call to confirm the reservation? In fact, there's been an issue with your booking, Mr. Arias. The convention venue has been changed to another location. What? On such short notice? Yes, sir. My apologies, but we are relocating all the guests to the new venue. which is our Black Lion Flagstaff resort in the same town. Oh, that's good. Let me check the details of your reservation again. I think the most suitable option would be our luxury pack, which includes... here's the insufferable moron. Wait until he hears me out about those lousy instructions of his. The luxury pack sounds fine to me. We'll take that. Thank you for your understanding, Mr. Arias. I'll send you a new email with the details and new invoice. Great, thank you. And I hang up before the busy man thinks of giving me further explanations. You? You're talking to me? Of course I am! Since you just said you, is that the right way to address a fellow employee? One with seniority? My coworkers are starting to stare at us and to share barely concealed snickers. Can we go on and talk for a moment? There's no need for that. I just dropped by to check how you're doing, and I have my answer right in front of me. Mere look at your face tells me everything I wanted to know. I'm glad at least one of us is happy about this. In fact, and also you deserve everything that comes your way. I want to call a truce. What? I mean, enough's enough. Yeah, I admit, the instructions I gave you were all wrong. Wanted to see you suffering a bit. Would you blame me? I still can't understand why he's so upset about a relationship of sorts in the past. It wasn't anything serious, just two party friends fooling around. Why being so heartbroken about it? Like, come on now! This is not the right moment to talk about that. Not with all the export section eavesdropping on us, so I managed to keep my big mouth shut and force a smile. So, now what? From now on, you have my word. I won't try to boycott you anymore. Happy now? Yeah, whatever. I must leave early today, so I won't join you in the gym, in case you were planning to go this evening. What a pity. I'll miss your sour face. Likewise. Well, see ya. What a total prick. As if I was going to trust him from this moment on. Sure. Keep dreaming, Jacob. And my colleagues are still giving me sidelong glances. I can feel it. That's it. Time to leave. Since Jacob won't be at the gym, this is the perfect moment to go there. But an exercise will calm my nerves, and besides, perhaps Gabriel will be there and I'll be able to show off what a model employee I am. Hello, medieval torture instruments. Here I am again. Ready to face me? This time, I'll show you who the boss is. Oh, hey, boss. How's it going? Talk about the boss. George, nice to meet you here. Ready for a good workout? Sure. I was already going to leave, so more machines available for you. Perfect. See you tomorrow. But your biceps! Your absolutely perfectly hairy chest! No! This is great. I called Gabriel in here, but I don't need to suffer for a long time. 10 minutes between the stationary bike and the treadmill, and I'm done with this. And now, let's get ready for a warm, nice shower, and time to go back home for a well-deserved rest. Home at last. I took a couple of beers in front of the TV, zapping from one channel to another, but nothing catches my interest. I'm afraid my brain is too fried right now to follow a whole movie or TV series. So after an hour checking my social media and playing some inane game on my phone with a movie playing in the background, I'm so bored that I start to entertain the idea of texting someone. Utho. I'm not in the mood of chatting with one of my party friends. I don't want to face their constant nagging about when I'm going to join them again for some new club. It's already taking all my willpower not to succumb to temptation and spend the next weekend getting smashed, thank you. The last thing I need is another reminder. Then, if all my friends are discarded, who could I text? I check my contact list. My boss is out of question right now. I'm still trying to delete the previous scene in the showers from my mind. Well, kinda. Then, I guess I could use the chance to smooth things out with Jacob, Yvonne, or Kevin. The better I get along with them, the better, and sometimes communicating through text makes it easier than talking in person. Jacob! Hey, what's up? George? What do you want now? Nothing. What would I want from you? That's a good question. I make some suggestions, but I'm afraid they're all out of the table. I'll never understand how someone can be so conceited. Hey, you're the one who texted me. I was just bored. What are you doing? I knew it! You should really get a life. Oh, come on, entertain me. I was locked in a damn company building since first thing in the morning. I'm bored out of my mind, okay? Alright, I'm just having dinner. And what are you having? Let me guess. One of your dull salads again? Nope. I ordered sushi rolls and also have some fruit afterwards. I have a mango. Sushi and mango. Interesting combination. My thoughts exactly. If you don't mind, I've already finished my sushi and I need my 2 hands to cut and eat the mango. See you tomorrow then. Have a good night. Despite not being late, my eyelids feel as heavy as anvils. Time to call it a day. Anyway, that's all the time I have for today's episode. Thank you all so much for watching. If you guys do want to play Exes Assault for yourselves, link to the game will be in the description below. I'm really glad I picked this up. The developer actually reached out to me with a key for this, and I'm enjoying this. It's a bit of a rom-com. I like the pacing of it. I love the writing. It's very witty, very fun. And yeah, I can't wait to play more of this. The game is currently in early access, so if you do want to pick it up, it's 20 bucks on itch. And yeah, again, link to that's in the description. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all have a lovely rest of the day. And as always, I'll be seeing you in the next video. This is Lion, signing off. Ciao.